Now, in self-driving vehicles, LiDAR is used as one of the primary sensors. It's used along with an orientation sensor that determines where the vehicle actually is at the moment, as well as a very high-powered computer and software to correlate all the information. In actual fact, self-driving vehicles use several LiDAR sensors, as well as radar, camera, and other sensors to determine their position.
Dang! It's got 2, 4, 6, 8 radars. 3, 4, 5 LiDArs. Dang! And a camera. And GPS. Wow. That's a great thing to be aware of. I like it. Radar / ultrasonic sensor. Cheap, Arduino compatible sensors that can measure distance from 1 centimeter to
Now, I've got 2 other devices other than the TF LiDAR sensors, as well as radar, camera, and over here to show you. This one I'm sure you're familiar with. This is the HCSR04 ultrasonic sensor, and it's got a source and a receiver that sends out ultrasonic signals in order to measure distance. Now, we did an article and a video about the HCSR04. The HCSR04 has a minimum range of around 2 centimeters and a maximum range of about 4 meters, and it's accurate to
press backspace.
within about a half a centimeter or so within that range. So this is pretty good for detecting objects in the distance.
Press semicolon. Accurate to about a half a centimeter. Exclamation mark. Press semicolon.
That you would normally encounter in robotics. Now, it uses ultrasonic sound, and it doesn't work very well outdoors. It works a lot better indoors. It can be interfered.
Tends to be interfered with by other sounds outdoors. Press return. Press semicolon. Comma. However, comma. I believe advanced algorithms can be used to filter out interference. Press semicolon. Despite this, comma, however, comma, it is often good to use redundancy, especially in the case of self-driving cars. So you would use a camera, comma, LiDAR, comma, and radar, so that when one is interfered with, comma, the others can pull through.
By other sound sources, and some objects tend to absorb sound as opposed to reflect them. So this is good for certain objects, but in other applications it's not so good. Now, this is an optical source sensor arrangement. This actually
Press hyphen.
to drive an interrupt on your Arduino or Raspberry Pi or other microcontroller, so that if the robot came in proximity to something, this would go high and you would be alerted to it, and then could take the appropriate action like stopping or moving the robot. And here, of course, we have the TF Mini LiDAR sensor. Now, this has a
TF Mini LiDAR sensor. Press I. Press I. Press hyphen. Press hyphen.
the minimum range of about 30 centimeters, so it's not very good for
Costs about $40. Press semicolon. Minimum range of 1 foot. Press semicolon.
anything closer than that. However, it has a maximum range of about 12 meters, and that's a really
Maximum range of 36 feet. Press semicolon.
long distance, so this will cover any situation that we have indoors, and a lot of outdoor situations as well. This is also much
Uses, press return. A focused infrared LED. instead of a laser to keep the cost down. Press semicolon.
TF Mini is from 30 centimeters to 12 meters, which is approximately 1 to 40 feet. The device has its own internal processor and communicates with external devices via will have an accuracy of 5 millimeters or half a centimeter over its entire range.
Has an accuracy of half a centimeter. Press semicolon. Press return.
The TF Mini has a 4-pin connector. Inexpensive devices, they're available as one channel.
No, I would just take the 3.3 volt pin of the Arduino and feed it to it, and then use the 5 volt pin of the Arduino to switch that on and off through a transistor, and in that way I could bit bang communications to this thing. So you don't need to buy a separate component, just simple transistors would take care of it. Stop listening.
Channel 2, channel 4, channel 3, channel.
All Arduinos come with a 3.3 volt output port or pin.
Inverters. And they basically just take a 3.3 volt signal on one end and output.
Okay guys, I think this is important. I'm just going to show you guys how you'd create up, or how to buy the cheapest LiDAR. Stop listening. Stop listening. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I know it's expensive, but, I mean, of course I'm going to eventually need it, right? I mean, there are certain applications where it's just excellent. So I will go ahead and buy it. So here it goes. It's the TF Mini single point micro ranging module LiDAR rangefinder sensor. You can forget Pixhawk. It's sold from China. It's on eBay. It's compatible with Arduino. And that's what you want. And as far as the specs on that, costs about $40, so that's wrong. You can get down to $33. Okay, $34. Minimum range of 1 foot, max range of 40 feet. Uses a focused infrared LED instead of a laser to keep the cost down. Has an accuracy of half a centimeter. Your other option is the ultrasonic sensor, HCSR04. And we'll go through that next. That one can measure from 2 centimeters to 13 feet, accurate at half a centimeter. Tends to be interfered with by other sounds outdoors. However, I believe advanced algorithms can be used to filter out interference. Despite this, however, it's often good to use redundancy, especially in the case of self-driving cars. So you would use a camera, LiDAR, and radar so that when one is interfered with, the others can pull through. Like in fog. Fog would interfere with the camera and the LiDAR, and in that case, ultrasonic sensor would save you in fog. If it was pitch black for whatever reason, all the lights went out, your LiDAR would probably be the best, and radar would be good too. So you want redundancy. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy this LiDAR rangefinder because I think it's a powerful tool with great use cases. I'm just going to buy one for now. I like to stock critical things like this, and then if I need to buy it again, I would just look at where I bought it and the price in my notes. But it's just like a great way to have an inventory of critical things that are really useful and necessary. You're going to need it eventually if you're going to be getting into advanced robotics and stuff. It's going to happen. So I will be needing this eventually for a product. Might as well buy it now. And plus that spreads out, so you don't need to buy things last minute when you start a project. You keep an inventory and you buy things over time, so it's not so challenging financially. When it comes time to actually do a project, you have most of the materials already on hand. So it's really nice. Plus you don't have to wait for them then. They'll just be there when you want it, when you need it. Stereoscopic vision. uses two webcams to grab two screen grabs from two different perspectives of what is in front of the webcams, and then uses the differences in those two images, because they're in different perspectives looking at the same objects, comma, to determine, using algorithms and computer vision, the distance of those objects from the cameras. Press semicolon. This option will be used heavily in my robotics projects for detecting the distance of things. And my computer vision systems will consider object identifications and lots of clues, including environmental effects and perspective and object identifications to determine the sizes of objects and measure them based on other objects in the scene, all of which form many clues and contextual information to help create an understanding of distances and relative spacing and sizes of all the objects in a given scene. Like things, open parentheses, further away being more hazy and faded in color, for example. Atmospheric. Press return. Close parentheses. Alright, so stereoscopic vision, to do that, besides just extensive coding, you just need two webcams. So that's easy. Stop listening. You can just buy the little cameras, replacement cameras for a smartphone, or just use an old beat up smartphone, take the actual camera out, and you need two of those for stereoscopic vision, so that's easy. I found this one. It's under $1. It's 91 cents and free shipping from China. Thank goodness for yellow people. This is the ultrasonic module HC SR04 distance measuring transducer sensor. Just absolutely amazing price right there. And I'm going to pick up a few of these because we're going to be using this for my home security. AKA, my wife doesn't knock on my door when she comes in, neither will my children. And I want a little warning before somebody just walks in my room when I think I'm the only person home and it scares the hell out of me.